What is up, guys? Welcome to a new old farm. So this one is going to be an old farm about transmog items mostly. This is one of the very original main transmog farms that are still super relevant and that has been relevant for the last, I would say, literally the last 20 years of WoW. So pretty much since the beginning. So this farm takes place in Silithus, in the Calendar area, so the Horde continent. So you have to go here to Silithus, and you have to get to this spot called Twilight Base Camp. Now, one of the things you need to know is that there's an NPC here at the top right of the map here called Sidorme. So if you don't see the map like this, if you see like basically a giant sword in the middle of the map, what you have to do is you just go to this NPC, you just talk to him, and then it's gonna change the time, and then you're gonna be able to see the map like I can see it, right? So that's the first thing you need to do. Then the second thing is just come here to the Twilight Base Camp, and you need to start killing pretty much every mob that looks like a human, like a humanoid, I guess. These ones, right? They have different appearances. Some are looking like trolls, some are looking like orcs, and stuff like that, right? But they all appear around here. There's a guy, in fact, actually just farming here. He just invited me. So you just run around and you just kill them. They'll respawn kind of fast, right? And it's just this small area, pretty much it. Like all around these stones, right? You see these stones, like there's another stone here, and also these like campfires. All this area here, all of this, and the outside a bit as well. Like you can go like slightly out of the way to get a few more, right? And yeah, this is the mobs that you need to kill. They are quite easy to kill. They are level 30. You don't even need to be GRs or anything. You can just be on a level 35 or 36 is enough to one-shot the mobs. So you can do this with any class, but Druid is better because you just move faster, and you have this the Moonfire spell, which you can instantly kill the enemies with. So my advice is to go with a Druid, right? But if you don't have a Druid, it's not that bad either. And what you wanna do also is you wanna create a group. So you will go to the group finder, to the pre-made groups. You will click on custom, and you will click on start a group. And on the name of the group, you will just put something like Silithus Transmog Farm, and people will eventually join. I can't do it right now because I just joined the group of this guy, and it's whatever. But yeah, that's what I recommend you to do. Usually, if you get like four or five people, it gets really, really good, right? So yeah. So what are we farming here? Well, the first thing we are farming, let's start with the basics. So the basics are a bit of raw wealth when you kill the mobs. You also get rune cloth, which is an item that's quite old, like a quite old material. So it doesn't sell too expensive, but it sells super fast. So what I personally like to do is I don't usually sell this on the region sale average. So for example, these ones are 90 silver as of now on the region sale average, right? But I usually like to sell them for 1.5 gold for 2 gold. Now the reason I do this is because every once in a while there's people that like to reset the market. So what do I mean by reset the market? Well, by reset the market I mean that somebody buys all the listings of this specific item, of this rune cloth, and just posts it. Like, let's say the average price for rune cloth, let's say is 1 gold for as an example, right? So the guy buys all the rune cloth and just posts all of the rune cloth for 2 gold instead, right? So basically what this does is that if he gets lucky, and if there's a lot of people that start continue buying the item at 2 gold, he's eventually gonna make a profit on that, right? But regardless of him making a profit or not, that's not the thing here. The thing is that somebody usually buys the entire market and start selling more expensive. So long story short, if this is selling for like 90 silver, on region sale average, I would say that this can be sold almost as fast as one gold and a half. You know, just when the guy appears that resets the market. Sometimes like every 1-2 months it's common that there's one of those guys and they just reset, and if you are posting a bit higher than the rest of the sellers, than most of the sellers, then you are just making a profit, because you're gonna, like, he's just gonna buy everything of the auction house instantly, right? So that's what I like to do. That's my overall advice with this type of like reagent farms, right? So yeah, that's the first thing. Now the second thing is this item, encrypted twilight test. This is an specific item of this stone. So this one is like basically like a reagent, like a region-wide, auction house-wide material, as I like to call them. And these are selling usually around 1 gold or 10 gold. So then again, the region sale average right now is near 4 gold. So what do? I try to sell them on 8 gold. I don't sell them fast, but every once in a while, one guy will buy all of them, and then I have made literally double the amount of gold. So it's quite a good trick. That's personally what I do. It doesn't always works. Like, maybe you get unlucky and nobody resets that market in like months already, but I personally like to do this, and I usually have success. Like, it's rare the time that I don't. It's basically just being patient with the reagents. If you don't want to be patient, or if you need to pay the subscription quite fast, you can just sell them as like on the on the current price, and they'll sell really fast, right? So yeah. Now, anyways, about the transmogs, about the main reason of the farm. So there are huge amount of transmogs on this farm. Like, there's way too many to even show them all. So I'm gonna show the main ones, and probably I'm gonna leave a few of them, but that's fine because there's just too many of them anyways, right? So I have farmed quite a bit of them here. You can see this is like all of this is from the farm. But yeah, so first of all, let's start with the green items. Now, the green items, they go by like families, by like surnames. So for example, if I look Glorious, you'll see there's a lot of different items with Glorious. There's Glorious Bindings, Glorious Belt, Glorious Headdress, but yeah, overall this family of items, the Glorious family, it has quite expensive items, right? Most importantly, the leg plates are the absolute money maker here. They are going for 70k gold on the region sale average, which basically means that on any mid population realm, just like mine is right now, people are selling this for like over 100k, and I have seen this in many realms going for 150k or 200k the cheapest. So this item alone makes like half of the farm, because it drops. I mean, it's not gonna drop too often, but every once in a while it's gonna drop, and it's super expensive. So yeah, that's one of the great ones. Also, the breastplate is quite good as well. You can see region sale average of 10k. The region sale rate is 0.02, which is absolutely great for an old transmog. So overall great stuff for the Glorious set. Now, moving on to another set, we also have the Vanguard. So for the Vanguard, it's kind of the same thing. They also have some leg plates which are going for absurd amounts of money as well usually, and also the breastplate going for a lot of gold as well, right? And then you have some others which are not as good. They are not that, super bad either. So some of them, you can check the price in your realm, and if it's any decent, you can as well sell them, right? So yeah, that's for the Vanguard. Now, another kit that I like to talk about is the Jade. Mostly the Jade leg plates. Let's find them. I will just grade them. Jade leg plates. So the Jade leg plates, these are selling quite well. You can see in my real they are 26k. So pretty good item, good sell rate as well. And there's also a breastplate. As you can see, this one has 0.02 sell rate, so really good again. And on my realm is 20k. So all of these green items, they are dropping quite often. In fact, if you just see my group, like the people that I'm farming with right now, right? The people that are on like here. Well, I would say farming, not really farming. I'm not really farming. I'm just doing the video, right? But you get the idea, right? So here you can see he's just writing about it actually. He says this set, like he just got it. Like he just got it. They are just farming, they just got one of the items. So this is what I mean. Like these items, they're not gonna drop all the time, but like if you farm this for a few hours, chances are that you get one of them at least. If you farm this for a few hours, right? So yeah, we mentioned the Glorious set, the Vanguard set, the Jade set, and also one that is worth mentioning is the Bloodlust. So the Bloodlust, they do have, for example, this breastplate. You can see decent sale average, decent sell rate, not that great, but still. This one, the Bloodlust boots, they are quite relevant. You can see 5k region sale average, which means on mid population regions you can sell it for twice or 3 times the price, right? Such as in my realm, which is basically 10k gold, right? So yeah, with those sets you are guaranteed to have a good steady income of gold with this farm, and this will drop quite often on the long run after a few hours. So now let's talk about the epic items. Now the epic items are items that are quite special. They will almost never drop. Like, going to be honest, the chance of getting one of these is around, like, maybe you get 1 out of 10k kills of the enemies. So obviously really low drop rate, but the the region sale average of those items is absolutely massive. So if you get one of these, like the gold per hour of the farm, it increases like drastically. So it's great. So let's begin. So the first one is the Blade of Hannah. So this one, you can see it's a unique appearance sword. Usually selling, like, the region sale average is 268k, but if you go to a realm with less competition, like I usually do, mid population realms, you can see it's going for like crazy amount of gold, right? It's going for almost 700k gold, which is massive, right? So this is one of the epic ones. Let's see also the Tibu. So the Tibu, yeah, the Tibu, there are 2 versions of the Tibu, right? The Tibu Blazing Longsword and the Tibu's Scorching Straight Sword. So the one we are looking for is the Blazing Longsword, because this is really the old one. Like, this is really the OG one, right? The one that comes from the first version of the game, from Manila. So the other one is from Battle for Azeroth. It's like some of the more modern expansions, and basically it has a higher drop rate. So long story short, even if it looks slightly better, it looks like an updated version. Basically, it's not as valuable because it like the one we are farming, it's way harder to obtain, right? So yeah, this is the one we are looking for. Just don't confuse it when selling it with the other one, with the Scorching Straight Sword. So yeah, you can see my realm is going for like 600k and region sale average of almost 300k, which is absolutely massive. This could possibly be the most expensive item in the game for like the entire vanilla era, right? So what I mean by vanilla era is like the first release of World of Warcraft, when there were no expansions and just like the original items, right? Yeah, so there's also another epic called the Skullflame Shield. This is one of my favorites. I have sold so many of these over time. And they say that the region sale average is going for 137k. But let me tell you one thing. I have sold many of these for like 300k gold and above. And I'm just gonna show you, even like, if I go to the ledger here, we put a revenue. So we put resale. No, sales, yeah. We check this item, so you can see I have sold many of these items for quite big amounts, right? Like 350k gold, 275k, right? Some of them, like, yeah, quite expensive stuff going on here, right? So yeah. Yeah, there's also another one called Cloud Keeper leg plates. So you can see it's 30k region sale average. The sell rate is super good as well for an old transmog, and on my realm these are 150k gold. So basically, as I just showed you with the Skullflame Shield, even if the region sale average is like, let's say in the Skullflame Shield case is 137k gold, like, don't look at it like that. You can always sell this higher somewhere for a much more expensive price. And I don't mean like go to the like go to a realm where like there's nobody playing and you just post it super expensive. I don't mean that. I mean like usually realms that are in the middle, you know, like that they still have like good amount of people, but at the same time there's not that much competition and there's not that many people posting this item, right? Because this is the perfect example that the region sale average is not that important, because I sold this for literally twice and almost 3 times the amount, right, of the region sale average. So I recommend you to do that. Just be patient. Like you might think, well, these are selling so slow, so might as well reduce the price, but they always sell slow. Like transmog, like all transmog markets, they really take a while to sell. You need to have a lot of items, and when you have hundreds of them on the auction house, you start getting the daily sales, right? So that's how it works. So there's also there's also another item which I usually I kind of overlook a bit, because the region sale average is kind of low. You can still sell it for way higher, but still, right, it's not that good. But this axe also drops here. Actually, this one just drops to somebody like just like 1 hour ago. I was farming this for a bit, and somebody got it. So you see, the epics, they do drop. They just take really long until they drop, right? But yeah, so yeah, this is pretty much the entire gold farm. If I was beginning like with transmog and I wanted to like fill the auction house with valuable transmogs, this is 100% the first farm I could go for, because it's just so good. Like it just gives you everything. It gives you huge amount of, like, huge variety of items. It gives you a bit of reagents, right, with rune cloth, with the encrypted twilight test. So pretty good overall. So as I said, I'm probably still leaving some of these items like of the video, because there are way too many, right, to cover all of them. But I show you the main ones, and those are the most important ones. So by the way, this farm has been going on for like years, so this is not expected to drop in value. Like you can do this, you can farm this like 5 years from watching this video, and all the items are gonna be still quite expensive. All the items that we went through, right? So yeah. Anyways, I hope you like this video. I hope you found this video useful. If you wanna see more videos like this, please consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll keep posting videos like this. So yeah. And before we leave, you can see one of the guys got this item, Lofty Breastplate of the Quick Blade. Just another example, right? This is live. This is not scripted. And look at it, just almost 10k, 0.01 region sell rate, which is like the normal sell rate for all transmogs. So you can see there's plenty. This is like an absolute gold, man, honestly. Like, and just imagine if you would actually take these items and start covering different realms. You know, like just imagine if you decide to sell on like 10 different realms, right? And you wanna try to keep one of like these items at all times in like each of those auction houses of each of the realms, right? Just imagine the amount of gold you could make if you actually wanna do that. That's an absolutely like crazy way to make gold. So yeah. So anyways, the video is getting too long, so we're finishing here, and yeah, that's all. And I hope you have a good day, and I hope you make millions with this farm. So see you in the next one.